my loves, welcome back to my channel. Lynette here, and today it is a long overdue video. I've been wanting to do this video for quite some time because I know there's a lot of mothers out there that need natural remedy hacks, and I'm ready to give it to you because I've been doing this since, as everyone know, I had my grandbaby that I've been taking care of since pretty much she was born. And so I've been doing a lot of natural concoctions, and when I tell you they are unmatched, in my opinion, they are unmatched. Some of the remedies that I've used, let's talk about the first one. We'll just jump right into the video. The first one that I've used when he came home, he had a rash. And of course you know that a lot of the diapers, just different, you have to kind of mix and match, and kind of, yeah, when it comes to the diapers, you need to mix and match and see what your baby's skin will adjust to, what doesn't break them out. Basically, my grandbaby, he can't wear the Loves, he wears the Huggies. And so for his skin, I have to buy that. But even with that, he came home with the rash. He was in the NICU for about a week. And so when we brought him home, we tried to clear it up. We were trying to use what they sent home from the hospital, but I noticed that was not working. It just wasn't working. It wasn't clearing it up. So I got, I started doing some of the things that I was already using, and just started mixing up stuff. So we're gonna jump right into the first remedy, which is my baby, I will call it butt butter. And when I tell you it's unmatched from even the things they were using, in my experience in the hospital, this is a true and tried baby hack. So we'll jump right into that one first. Okay, this is my butt butter cream, my baby butt butter cream. It is so wonderful. As you can see, I'm gonna start with my frankincense and myrrh. Show you how I make that mix, and it's 100% natural. You just mix your frankincense and myrrh, put maybe a half a cup in the bottom of a jar, and then you're gonna fill the rest up with grapeseed oil. You're just gonna let that sit for about 6 weeks. I let mine sit a lot longer than 6 weeks, but yeah, you'll notice a difference. You can tell the smell and everything, but it has a lot of wonderful benefits. Since I've been using this baby butt butter, my baby has not had a rash, so it is awesome cream. And here you're gonna use your coconut oil, as you can see here, and I get the organic. And then just gonna fill it up with the coconut oil. I didn't show where I had my tamanu oil, but I'll insert a picture of the tamanu oil. You're gonna put about 4 drops, squirts of the tamanu oil, and yeah, we're just gonna fill up the jar with all of that oil, and then you're just gonna mix it up, and then you're gonna add about a little over 1/4 teaspoon of the frankincense and myrrh oil, and you're just gonna give that a mix. Okay, so the second one I want to do is also when he came home, he had a rash. And when I tell you this one, I tried early on. I did. I think it was like maybe 2 weeks old. And it's a natural herbal antibiotic, and it's not, he had no adverse reactions. Of course, I used just a very little bit, but I put I used maybe an eighth of a teaspoon in every bottle. But this is like I said, even for adults you can use this, but of course you want to increase the dosage. But it is a natural remedy. And when I tell you all those bumps or whatever he had, he broke out in something. And it could have been because we were playing around with different milks. We were using the goat milk, and then the doctor said, no, I don't want him on the goat milk. You know, I guess it's not enough, not enough information out there in regards to that. Or they just like a certain way. But we were mixing his breast milk. Not with the goat milk, but when my daughter decided she didn't want to breastfeed again, then we started doing another milk that I've shown you here on the other channel. If you want to check out that, just check out the baby Dr. Sebi approved milk. That's the milk that we were doing. Then we were mixing that with a little goat milk. Doctor didn't want that, so mixed it with a little bit, 1 or 2 scoops of the organic baby formula. But I would put a little bit of this inside of his bottle. When I tell you it cleared it up just like that, I think I did it for about might have been a week and a half, because I want to kind of clean him out. I felt like he needed a total cleansing, and it did. You could just see a difference in his skin. And so we're going to jump right into that natural antibiotic. I'm going to show you what I use, and we'll go from there. Okay, this is Burdock Root. And I'm just going to get 1/4 a teaspoon. I'm not going to fill up the 1/4 a teaspoon. I'm going to put more like maybe 1/8 a teaspoon of burdock root in there. And as you can see what that looks like. Okay, and so I'm going to add that to the milk and pretty much shake it up, mix that up. I usually do this until I feel at least a week or 2, depending on what's going on. But I've only had to use it once, and like I said, I think I did this for about a good week and a half. So you can do it depending on what your needs are. Okay, now this next one, it's a remedy that I started using because I was using it myself. I have sensitive teeth, and so I looked up, I did a video, if you guys might have seen, was my frankincense and myrrh video. And so I'm going to show you how I mix that up an easy way. I mean, you can boil, you can get the frankincense and the myrrh. I always get natural things. I don't go and buy the oils because I want to make sure what's in there is, you know, natural. So but I got the frankincense and myrrh, and I do have another video if you want to see how I mixed it up. I think I showed you both ways. I put it on heat. You want to do it that way, but you can just get the pebbles, the frankincense, I call them pebbles, and then the myrrh, and then you can get your grapeseed oil, which is a really I guess is you can do it in grapeseed oil, and I think they have avocado oil. They may have one, I think maybe coconut oil too is another one they say you can use them in, but coconut oil kind of gets thick, so I think the more liquid type oils. But you can just sit it in there in the dark for about 6 weeks, and then you have your frankincense and myrrh oil. When I tell you, this oil has so many benefits, and like I said, I have another video that shows you that. But one of the benefits is teething. it desensitizes your teeth. It helps with that because I put it in my, I make my own toothpaste too, and I put it in that. And when I tell you my teeth are not as sensitive and they don't hurt, you know, because I have extremely sensitive teeth, not to mention that I have some fillings that I just need to get out. Like those metal fillings, those are horrible. I need to get those out. And so it is a really great desensitizer, but I'm going to just jump right and show you how to kind of mix that up, show you the myrrh, and then show you pretty much how it looks mixed up. But when I tell you that is a wonderful natural remedy, and so I used it on his gums, and when I tell you that it was so soothing to him, and you can just see he doesn't really whine. He doesn't have the ear infections, and that may be due to his diet, I don't know. But I rub that all over his gums, and it doesn't taste the best for him. Kind of gives he gives you a little face, but it works. It really works. He does a lot of drooling. I mean, it's like maybe a gallon. To me, they just drool so much around that time, but that's all the side effects that we really get with him. Not a whole lot of whining, not a lot of grouchiness or anything like that. Okay, now the next one is the baby teething, and pretty much like you see the frankincense and myrrh oil, how I made that. Pretty much you can go through that. I don't use anything that's store-bought because I want to make sure the ingredients are what I like or what I think a baby should have are all natural. I want to make sure, you know, it's pure. So but yeah, basically you just use that oil and you just rub it on his gums. Like I said, I've used it with my toothpaste and I mixed it up, and I don't have sensitivity issues anymore. It decreased all that. It works just like any other desensitizing toothpaste or whatnot that you would use. And I noticed with my baby, he doesn't whine or any of that. He still has the drooling, and he likes to bite you know, objects. He likes to gnaw on objects because, you know, with the teething, it's soothing to their gums. But as far as him whining about pain, I don't notice any of that. And like I said, I have to put it in my own toothpaste, and it is tried and true. I noticed a big difference with my teeth sensitivity. Okay, this next one is not only for babies, and I've done it before in my videos, but adults. But this one is to boost their mineral count. This is tried and true. Like I said, these are hacks that are just 100. Had his lab works, everything was 100. They even said he had natural antibiotics that they felt like, you know, were just boosting his immune system. Like his immune system just was active and doing well. And so this is the mix I'm going to show you that I use. 92 minerals out of the 102 that your body needs. You can just add a little bit to your baby's bottle. It is edible. It's food source, a seaweed source. So it's all 100% natural. It had no adverse side effects. So we'll just let you see that remedy and we'll get into it. Okay, this is the Bladder Rack Irish Moss Mix, and it has 92 minerals out of 102 that your body needs. And all you need is a little Bladder Rack. You don't want to use too much Bladder Rack because it can help you to lose weight. So you just use a little bit to get the properties for your baby, but it has a lot of wonderful properties, block radiation, and just a lot of benefits you can look up. I've done a video on it, but yeah, you're gonna put that Bladder Rack, small amount in a coffee grinder, and then grind it up. I usually add the Irish moss to that because it helps grind it up. better because it's such a small amount. And then I just get a bowl out and I get a water bottle, at least about a bottle of water, and I mix that in slowly until it's all mixed up. And then you just stir it up before every use. You can leave it overnight before you use it to get all those wonderful properties out, or you can use it straight away, either way. And usually I use about 4 teaspoons per 3 bottles of water. 4 or 5, I mean, it just depends on what you want to do. And each time I use it, I just make sure I stir it up each time. And there you have it. All right, so that was that Irish moss mix. I love that mix. That is like the best. I don't know anything better than 92 minerals at 102, unless you can get all 102, right? And since I don't know anything out there that does that, to me, it's unmatched again. All right, so the next one we're gonna do is, let's see, which one are we gonna do? How about we'll do the tapeworm. Again, I don't know where he got, babies put their mouth on everything, and of course this was on his side, so I noticed it, and it seemed like, at first I thought it was a little scratch, but it kept growing. And so, I said, oh no, I better get to it. So this is the hack for that, and I have to tell you that the next two that I'm going to show you, because one is the external. Once I did the external, but I have to say the internal actually fought it a lot quicker, because once he took the internal one where you put a little bit of that into his bottle, I'm telling you, it went like that. It was just like the next day you could tell it was just drying up much faster. Number one, because I wasn't putting it on 3 times a day. Sometimes I would forget a day, I would skip, I would put it in, after the bath, and then in the morning I would forget to put it on there. So it was my inconsistency, but it does work because it wasn't growing. It just wasn't, it shrinks, and then after it dries out, it gets like you can tell when it's dry. I mean, it shrinks, and it has like a coloration, almost like a scab kind of like thing. But this hack is for ringworms and pinworms. The first one's going to be for ringworms, and then we're going to jump right into the next one that you put in the bottle. And like I said, again, no adverse reaction. It cleans not only ringworms but heavy metals of anyone has maybe even giving their baby vaccination. You realize, you learn that maybe there were heavy metals or things of that nature in there, and you want to kind of clean them out internally. Well, I got you, okay? I got you. Because this hack, I'm telling you again, it is unmatched, all right? It's unmatched to me, in my opinion. It's unmatched, okay? Because it is, like I said, it's not only for babies. This next one is also for adults. You increase it to maybe 1 teaspoon for adults, a day. But I would just do this maybe, I don't do it longer than maybe 3 days of cleansing. Even with myself, I might do 3 days, 3 teaspoons a day. And same way with the baby, the amount that we're going to use, you just do that amount, 3 bottles, put it in 3 bottles a day. But we're going to jump right in it. And okay, now this is the Ringworm Cream, and as you can see, I'm using 100% food grade diatomaceous earth. And I'm showing you right here on the package where it is 100% organic, and it is food grade. And so I'm gonna put some of that in my container, and then I'm gonna add to that, I have my coconut oil and I have my tea tree oil. And basically I'm gonna add my oil and then about 10 to 12 drops of tea tree oil. You're just gonna give that a mix, and you will see that once I make it, I find out that it's a little bit too thin, and I'm just gonna mix it up until it's a paste. And I did put too much diatomaceous earth, and if you do that just like I did, you're just gonna add your coconut oil again till you get it to a nice pasty like consistency. Okay, now this is just a diatomaceous earth, and I add just 1/4 teaspoon to the baby's bottle and give it a mix. And this is for pinworms, ringworms, parasites. It will clean your baby out. And I did notice that no adverse side effects, none whatsoever. Bowel movements is normal. It has to come out the back end, so yeah. Okay, this next one is another one that is tried and true. You know, a lot of mothers deal with baby acne, and when I tell you the remedy is so easy, but a lot of times, well, most of the times you just want to make sure, like I said, even when you're doing your baby butt butter and whatnot, always wash your baby every day. Try not to skip on the baths. You know, you want to always get the bacteria, the dirt from the day off, because that does make a difference too in the way their skin feels, the way their skin heals and restores itself. So always give them their baths, you know. And then another natural remedy is just coconut oil. And again, you can add a little tamanu oil in that. And then I just usually put it all over his body. You can add a little bit of that frankincense and myrrh and mix it all up. Put that over, you know. But the only thing about when you start adding the frankincense and myrrh, you don't want to get it in the eyes, you know. But I usually I still put it all over the hair. That's a good baby conditioner also. It just does work. And every day, even if he has acne from that day, after you give him that bath and put that on it, you'll notice that that acne will just clear right up. It'll keep fungus off of his body, feet. His skin will be more just healthy overall and vibrant looking, and just beautiful, really, and soft and everything that babies are anyway. But all these hacks, I mean, like, I've been doing them. I mean, I don't really go to the store for hardly any chemicals. I don't go to the store for any chemicals. I try to keep it all natural, because we are natural, and I always say we were made from the earth, so the earth is what heals us. Also, when you use the coconut oil, it helps with the baby dandruff. I don't hardly see any of that dandruff. And you can even add a little bit of tea tree oil in that, or you can add a little bit of tamanu oil. That's Tamanu oil. Of course, I showed it already. But yeah, both of those oils, they will fight the bacteria in the hair. I haven't seen that cradle cap that he had when he first came out. We kind of picked that out of his hair. Initially, well, I washed it, and then as like you comb through it, that comes up, and you put that oil in there, it just goes right down into the scalp, and it does its thing. And so yeah, it clears all that up. I hope that these natural hacks you know, will bless you and your baby. And hopefully, if there's any more that you know that I've missed, because I'm sure I probably missed some that I've done, just please leave them in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. I do this because I'm here for you. Just like, you know, when I was going through, I wish I had this stuff when my kids were younger, because, you know, they really, you know, they had all the ear infection, runny noses for a long time and everything. And I was just doing what I thought, you know, was best, you know, just getting over-counter chemicals and whatnot. But now it seems like signs of the time, we need to just go back to Mother Nature. She's blessed us. She's been there for us all the time. We left her. She didn't leave us. We left her. So we have to bring her back, recommune with her, let her heal. Let her heal us, you know, because like I said, that's where we come from. We made her out of minerals. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Remember that you are beautiful, and I love you. Bye.